Yes, I said I would do a part two, so I suppose here it is. Um, we left off looking here at a plant that's not there anymore because it doesn't live there. I was afraid when I put it there, I was afraid that if that red brick were to slide off, what would it do? It would slide down here and hit this glass aquarium down here, and what would happen? Yeah, so it doesn't live there. um, I just knew it would slide down there and destroy the plant, destroy the aquarium, and that's I don't know, it's the same length as my 55s, but it's a bow front, so does that bow add gallons? I don't see how it can't. If it bowed in, it would probably take gallons away. If it bows out, yeah, I'm thinking it probably adds gallons. So, yeah, it's gone because it doesn't live there. We've got this statue of Bunny. Can't even keep a straight face. This statue of Bunny holding what looks like it might be an orchid, but it's just a little piece of lucky bamboo. I was going to talk about how, well, it's kind of striped, but you can kind of see it on that upward one there. It was really yellow in between the veins, which, if I remember right, that suggests a magnesium deficiency. And it was sitting in a glass of water, well, kind of a wine glass, trying to grow a root. Well, you can see it's got a worm there, a root, that the bunny is holding down. Statue of Bunny is holding down that root there. There you can kind of see it. It's still quite yellow. But like I said, it was just standing in a wine glass, not the wine glass that he should be holding up instead of this plant, but a wine glass. And it looked like a magnesium deficiency. And I thought, well, that wasn't a problem when I took it off the plant behind it. That's the mother plant right there behind it. Didn't have that problem. So, what is the difference? I didn't change the water. Water came out of the fish tank that we're looking at here. It's pretty algae, so I'm not showing good shots of it. But that's where the water came from. But it was just in that little wine glass. Well, the parent plants, here's some leaves. They don't have a magnesium deficiency or anything. So what's the difference? The aquarium, along with the heater to keep it at 80 degrees Fahrenheit, has got air. These pumps, it's got an air stone. It's circulating air. So I set up this white aquarium here. Got some new plants on it. I got a couple of new purple passions. I set that up, and it runs. It doesn't have any fish in it. That's ridiculous. There's like a total of 2 gallons there. I could have like one betta, but no, it's just, I took some water from the main tank and I put it in there, and the plant, kind of like this other one sticking up, it just goes in there so there can be some air pumped into the water. And it's not perfect, but it's been greening up the last 3 or 4 days. But I thought, okay, I should have filmed that from the beginning, but I'll just put it there to give Bunny something to hold. Is where we left off was a spoon here full of marine aquarium salt. 1/4 of a tablespoon, I believe it is. And I wanted you to see that going into the aquarium, but I didn't want to let it sit there all night. It'd come out a clump, and yeah, I dumped it in. I mean, it wouldn't take a clump of salt long at all to dissolve in 80-degree water. But, yeah, I just plopped it in. So, with everybody kind of back in their place, this plant, I said, didn't have a second leaf. It was turned around the other way, and let me turn it back around. Turn around. There is kind of how it looked last time. There's your star of the show. I think that turned into the picture on the, the main picture you see is kind of that ugly leaf there. I don't pick and choose it. I let the computer, whatever YouTube's little algorithm is, if you'd let it pick the picture to go there on its own, I let that algorithm do it. And it picked a bad one this time. Sometimes it gets it really good. Other times you get a bad one. But when turning it around, because I thought, if it's not going to do a bloom spike, I want to look at some healthier leaves. Which I thought would be a healthy leaf. But no, it too grew too. Here's the one you couldn't see. Turned around the other way. Now, turned around this way, you can see it. And that's the leaf I pointed at, just above it. Okay, so, yeah, did pretty good. Not the same as the old leaves, but at least they're healthy. At least they're healthy. We can catch up. If I can learn not to neglect my plants for long periods of time, I won't have to go through this again. Ho-hum. So, yeah. That's that. I kind of got ahead of myself and talked a little bit about bamboo. Like I said, I put lots of different nutrients in, kinda. Whatever is in Instant Ocean Marine Mix is kind of what goes in there. And I know that sounds completely mental, to use, Ron's words from Harry Potter, completely mental. But if you think about it, everything originally came from the ocean. Well, as I said in the last video, I'm not going to put oil and gasoline on these plants. So I'm not going to get a sample of ocean water, although I could, throw a rock and hit the bay. I'm not going to do it because the ocean's polluted, especially in our harbor. I mean, what's in a harbor? Boats. What's on boats? Fuel. Does the fuel never end up in the water? Well, that's the idea, but it happens. So, yeah. Next best thing is artificial, which I didn't really want to do, but it makes sense to me because I looked at a marine mix, and because it's for corals and things, but marine, gotta have corals to be marine. Otherwise, you've got fish only system. um, I quit keeping marine fish, and all the terms kind of left me. I do plan to do it again one day, but it's a day in the future, the far future. So I'm using the Instant Ocean, and I looked at a marine mix, and I'm pretty sure that they had more than the 17 nutrients that science is saying plants need. It seems like for a long time everybody was just, what's the NPK? What's the NPK? What is the NPK? That is a plant that's starving to death. Nitrogen, potassium, potash, and potassium. Yeah, I'm getting tongue-tied for some reason. You'd think there's a pretty girl standing beside me. But no, I believe that when I was looking, there was more than 17 nutrients. Among them was the almighty calcium, magnesium, iron, nickel, I can't even say the word, malignum. I don't know why that word doesn't want to come out today. Nickel, all these things, potassium, all these things were in it. And I was thinking, yeah, let's put in a few more, because plants originally came from the ocean. But don't do it at ocean levels or brackish, because, like I say, you've overdone it. There's a small handful of plants that have evolved to handle that high content, but most of them, no. So that's that. I'm just getting a few more nutrients in, working it with everything else, but with some reason. There is some logic to my fishy madness. I may do things fishy or strange, but there's some logic there. Look at that. Look at that leaf shine. Okay, it's a new leaf, but still, look at it shine. Gotta be doing something right, huh? There's another one. Look at that. Can't really get the leaf without showing the... And it's as much respect, you don't want to look at it any more than I want to show you algae. AG. Look at that leaf shine. There is not a drop of leaf shine on it. It is new. It is a new leaf. Here's an older leaf that's in decent health. Little bit of damage from... I'm just feeling it, obviously. Yeah. Not bad, but it's not this. It's not that. Okay, call me a liar. Tell me I'm putting leaf shine on it. I don't own any, but with leaf shining like that, I would not blame you. So I think I've finished up the video. Looks like I'm going long again, but that's okay now. That's okay now because, well, I stopped the last video as quickly as I could because I said I was afraid I went long. Well, I did go long. And it asked me to verify my account or whatever it is you gotta do so that you can make these longer videos. You've seen them on different channels, 45-minute videos, nature documentaries, 55 minutes, about an hour long. It's a verification that you gotta do. And I went ahead and did it, so... Well, I did it a long time ago, but I guess I did something wrong because it didn't go through. Well, this time it went through and worked out fine, so I can go a little bit longer, but there ain't no point. I'm kind of done. There's the lucky bamboo. Okay. That kind of finishes up the video, I think. So, I'll talk to you next time. Whenever next time is.